Okay, that was for the thumbnail. But anyways, if you haven't seen me before, my name's Kiajane. Welcome back to Kiajane Untitled. Today's video is a essentially before you buy books, watch this. This is mostly geared towards students, but I have some things that if you just like to buy books in general, you can use. But before we get into that, the last video I posted, depending on what media app this is on, either I private it or I deleted it. Um, while everything I was saying is valid points and raises awareness, I was very um, emotionally charged, and I don't want to come online like that. So I didn't feel comfortable, so I took it down. I talked to my mom about it. She said she like everything was. A lot of people feel that way, so she was like, just keep it up. So I might decide to record it and then post it, or re-upload it once I feel more better. More better isn't a word, but anyways, so getting into it. So go get, if you didn't get your pen and paper during that time, go get it now while I finish my chocolate pie. Well, I'm gonna take a bite out of it because I broke it on accident, but mm, it's so good. I got this yesterday. When I was doing this emoji event. This man who works with them Asian Culture Center gave me one. He's like, you want some snacks? I was like, yes, I do. But anyway, let me get some water. Well, mint. This is mint tea in here. Okay, I'm gonna post the in the description or something. Fast forward if you want to just get straight into it. But hopefully either you paused or you went to go get your pen and paper. So, ooh, I feel the chocolate and crunch on my face. But before you buy books, watch this. So, first things first, I've listed this on things you get for free, used, rentals, excuse me, or where you can get it the cheapest at. So, first thing first, if you're a student, we going into the second week. Hopefully, you haven't bought your books yet, and if you have, it's only been about a week, hopefully, for you, and you can return it. So what you want to do is wait until the first your first meetup with your teacher, because at least I know at my university, I go to IU, the school will post in the bookstore like books and stuff you need for your class. A lot of teachers will either change their minds about books they want to use, or they may decide they want to use those books anymore. So if you wanted to be an early bird, bought that book early or rented it early, and you wasted your money. So when you get to class, ask your teacher, what books do you need for the class? Make sure you have an ISBN or like the name of the book and a picture of the book, or at least like or know like what the book looks like. Because sometimes when you search just the book title, sorry, I just got a group chat message. When you search the book title, a bunch of different versions will come up. So like also it's good to know the version of your book. So wait till class start or you get the syllabus. Even with the syllabus, wait till you meet your teacher in person or like email them something like that to find out what books you need, because it could change. So that first thing I go to when I need to purchase a book or need a book, I check free websites first. So Library Genesis. Library Genesis, you could you could enter like the ISBN, name of the book, or like the author or something like that. If they have it on there, somebody uploaded it, or if it's listed on there, you could download the book for free and have all the pages. Some now know how many pages the book has, because sometimes there would be like downloads but not the full copy of the book, or like when you convert it like on in the digital form, you might not need all those pages. But sometimes we don't have all the pages. It's always good to like this also go into checking your local libraries as well, or like your school libraries. You could get a physical copy of the book, or maybe like somebody in class will show you it. Look at the last page. Look at the last page and make sure you have the last page on the download. Now, if Still talking about Library Genesis, but for me, I have a Chromebook I'm using this year, and I've run into there's some ebooks and stuff I try to download that it's not compatible for a Chromebook. So if you run into that problem, download a file converter. I just added mine's on. I put mine as an add-on on my Chromebook, and it downloads it perfectly fine. And you can download it as a PDF, as an ebook, save to your Google Books or whatever you use. Also, PDF finders. There, sometimes you can find PDFs for the books. Try searching. Insert maybe what's the bell hooks? A bell hooks books. A bell hook book, like example. Um, Beloved, Beloved for free online. Type that in. See if you can find anyone online, or maybe somebody's posting it. Check student forums. Somebody might be giving theirs away or stealing theirs. Facebook groups. There are groups and stuff for people who dedicate to finding books. There's also Facebook groups where like some teachers and admins use it. Use theirs. I mean, I say use their upload their stuff. Upload. Child. Ooh. Struggle bus. But yeah, as I mentioned, local library and school library before. I check. These are all things I check before I even think about purchasing a book. Something you might want to do before you go through all of these forms is write down the ISBN for the book you need, your book title, the author, or whatever, maybe the version if you have that as well. So you could just plug those in. I like to type them before on a document, so I can just copy and paste it into the search. But you're also gonna check your local library, because oftentimes your local library might have the book you need, or they might have. I know a lot of libraries do. What do you call it? Intermediate library delivery. There's a proper term for that, but like they ship books library, and you can pick it up that way, and you can get it shipped to the closest library to you. Oops. I know at IU, the same thing happened with our school libraries. Check your school library. They might not have the version that you need, but when it comes to that, like on the syllabus example, there may be certain pages you might gonna have to look at the context page to try to figure out what that is. A little stuff might be different, but if it's like one version or two behind, I say it's kind of fine. So yeah, your school library might have the exact book you need, or it might have a version of the book, but make sure it's the more recent one. And remember, get that file converted if you need it, so that way you can still have your free book. So those are all things I check before I even purchase a book. So we have Library Genesis, PDF finders, look at student forums, Facebook groups. There are other groups you could check, maybe Reddit, also local library, school library, and make sure you ask your teacher and speak with your teacher about what books you need, or if any of these books have changed, so you ain't waste your money. Hopefully it ain't been too long since you have bought the book, or hopefully you didn't buy it, so you can return it. I know for rentals, the return period is shorter, so I hope everything works out for you if you did it that way. Now, when it comes to just renting or buying used books, I typically I prefer to rent my book or buy it used. Now you can also, it's better if you buy used rental copies as well, because those will be cheaper than you renting a new copy. So yeah, for books too, like on Amazon. On Amazon you could rent, or you could just buy your book. You can also buy used copies. Check the ones people returns, because typically on Amazon, even when it comes to buying stuff, there'd be like a little section at the bottom. People like return the book or whatever. Buy those copies, because those are typically a little bit cheaper than even buying it just used itself. So yes, that's that. I have a list of things, like places you could buy a used book from, that either I have used or I heard about. There's another one I can't think much about. There's some other ones, but I don't remember all of them. I literally had a document, but I deleted it on accident. So we have Amazon, Adobe Books, AbeBooks is spelled ABE, and then books. Thriftbooks, half price. Um, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's spelled BIBLIO .com. Secondsale, Better World Books, Prowlsbooks.com, POWELLS.com, Bookfinder, Alibris. I don't think I said that right, but it's spelled ALIBRIS, and then Book Mooch, Mooch spelled MOOCH, and then Book Outlet. Those are some places that sell used books. I know Amazon sell rent. I don't know about the other ones if they do those. I don't know if they do that. These are just usually where I would get used books from. If you have any ones that you use or you recommend, even if like for free, you could download them, or even just if you find books cheaper here, please list them in the comments. Excuse me, I had a burp. It was something else. I said student forums, group chats. Oh, students who previously sold. I mean, oh my gosh, my mind is everywhere. Look, I didn't sleep at all like yesterday. Like 2 days ago, I didn't get no sleep. And I was up all day yesterday, and so I ended up sleeping for 15 hours. So I'm a little bit frazzled. But anyways, so yeah, if you're a student looking for books, upperclassmen typically are selling their books or giving them away or something like that, and it will typically be way cheaper than what you would buy the book from. If not, I would still check these other forums because they might be selling a book, but you might find it cheaper somewhere else still, or free. We like free. And then also ask the teacher if they have extra copies of the book. Maybe they're willing to give, maybe not willing to give to you for you to use for the semester or something like that. I will make, because a little story time, my freshman year, all my refund money went to buying books. Like my math book was $300, the range $300 and something dollars for a used copy. And this is before I knew to check all these other forums and websites. That's why I'm sharing it with you all. But yeah, that was a mess. So next semester I still had another math class and I had to buy books for that. And it was just all money went to books. I'm like, you still gotta eat, still gotta get groceries, so won't you save as much money as you can? And then on top of that, ended up not even using that book. So also, if you're using it for educational purposes and not trying to sell it, I would recommend this possibly as an option, but it's inconvenient. Because I also had to do this when I had to go to the library, and they only allow 2 hours of checking it out. You have to return it after those 2 hours, or you were charged every minute or so. I just took pages of the take pictures of the pages you need and send it to yourself via email or something like that, and you can use it that way look at it on your computer later when you need it. So that's another thing you could possibly do. But yeah, ask your teacher if they have extra copies. I would also call your college department, see if they have copies of the book. I also got like some little textbooks that way, not like textbooks, but little notepads that way, because I needed some notebooks. I had ran out of some for class, so I had asked for those. Typically they have the little things that I don't mind giving away. So yeah, utilize your resources. It never hurts to ask. The worst thing a person could say is no, and at least you found your answer there. So, excuse me. I gotta go get ready, get dressed. I still got PJs on. I'm wearing this top today. And I want to finish my chocolate pie. So this has been Kiajane Untitled. I hope this information has helped you. If you have any useful websites or student forums or anything that's helped you, please comment them down in the description. I mean, ciao. See, I'm everywhere. Comment it down below. So hope you can help. It can help other people out, or if you selling a book or trying to get rid of a book, let people know. Like, help out your fellow peer. That came out awkward, but anyways, that's all. Goodbye. Y'all have a wonderful day. Stay hydrated because it's hot outside.